Good morning guys, welcome back to Luke's Fishin Mission. Thank you for tuning in today. You may recognise this spot. I was here a few weeks ago with my daughter Ruby where she got her first barra. The conditions are very similar to what it was that time. It was after a fair bit of rain. The water is coming down, there's a barrier upstream in here. The little barramundi push up against the flow in the wet season as they do. Can't get much further because of the barrier. So it's a good little spot. You can see the water eddying around me here. There's a bit of flow. And then it drops out into a deeper pool over here where it's more still. I've got my lure on, I've got my atomic shiner 75mm. This guy here on my Samurai Infinite 6 to 12 pound. Perfect little combo for doing this. Nice and light, but still plenty of guts for them larger fish. I'll find out probably within the first 10 casts or so if there are fish here or not. Because if they're here, they'll be schooled up here. If I don't get a fish in the first 10 casts, probably not here. I couldn't let Ruby have all the fun. I want to have a bit of fun myself. Last time was all about her catching her first sparrow. Today, I took off by myself to try to catch one. Maybe I'm a bit selfish, I don't know. But this is the lure I'm using today. Atomic Shiner 75mm. That black colour really silhouettes really well in the discoloured and dirty water, as you can see here, which is associated with the flow. And that little orange tail gives the barra somewhere to aim, to be their target. So yeah, just flick it out over here into the flow, bring it back across these reeds in front of me here. Oh, I think it was hitting bottom. Thought I had a bite, but I think it just actually just hit bottom there. Just flicking underarmed, underhanded here. The water's probably a little bit lower than it was when I was here with Ruby, because these weeds were a little bit more in the water. And the barra she got was right here at the edge of them. Holy guys, there's a massive snake in a tree. Oh my god, I've just seen it. A big python. The things you see when you go fishing, guys, big carpet snake up in the tree. Probably 2.5 meters long, this guy. Just chilling there. There's his head. Just over there. Big fella. You stay there, mate. We'll all have a good day. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone, alright? Deal. It's raining again. Geez, we have had some rain this wet season. Had rain on an almost daily basis, and not just a shower. I've had, 1 to 2 inches of rain on a daily for the last week. Oh, that was a hit there. That was a hit. Missed it. That was a definite barra. I've seen it swirl on it and hit it, but it didn't hook up. Alright, that gives me a little bit of hope. Keep trying before I move on. There is a fish here at least. I'm not going to stop till I catch him. He hit pretty hard. I don't know how he missed it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Nice fish. I was twitching it, and when I twitched it and paused it, he ate it. It's a good fish. Oh, wow. Really quite a nice size. Those pauses were the big thing. I was just slow rolling it back to no avail, and as soon as I stop and give it a twitch, he ate it on the pause. Barramundi. Beautiful. Thought they'd be here today. How's that snake? He's cool. All right, I'll bring him up. Oh, it's a nice fish. They're beautiful, healthy fish here. Let's undo that bail arm so they don't snap me right. On the twitch and the pause. Geez, that really went to show, guys. That was, I've been slow rolling it most of the morning. And then as soon as I give it my first retrieve on the twitch and then a pause, he ate it. Couldn't resist it. Definitely put the effort into working your lure. He's only probably, he'd be about 40 centimeters, but healthy, nice little fish. Lovely fish. Awesome fun in this runoff flow. Knew there had to be barra here, and there were. See if I can get another one. All right, a little barra. I'll release him. I'm definitely gonna give it a bit more twitching. Just work it slower, twitch it more. It's a bit hard to work it slow in this flow though, so you kind of just have to twitch it in the eddies, in the back eddies, and the more stiller water. Give it the twitch, because in the flow you can't really twitch it too much. It's just going to push it further. It's hard to work it through the flow. But once you're in the still water, you definitely give it those twitches you need. And the snaky, he's still up here, just chilling. Looking for birds probably, or mice. I mentioned in the previous video with rubes, this is the time of year that the barramundi, the little juveniles like that, migrate upstream against the flow, trying to get up into your freshwater wetlands. That's where they grow. There's less predators, more food, more habitat. And then in the years to come, when they're a subadult, 50, 60, they'll move back out to the salt to breed and complete their life cycle in the estuaries. It's just that when you're a 30, 40 mil barra, everything in the estuary wants to eat you. It's a real gauntlet. So they get up into these freshwater reaches. And that is why those jaguar cichlids are such a pain. Such a real worry that I've done a couple of videos about in the past now, catching them in the Botanic Gardens in Mackay. Those jaguar cichlids are real predators and they're inhabiting our fresh waters. So they're going to smash 30, 40 mil barramundi as they're moving up in there. It's a real problem, or it's a real issue. I don't think we know how big a problem it is yet, but remember what I said. Remember I said that. See if anything comes of it. I mean, the tilapia are one thing, where they'll outnumber a fish 1,000 to 1. They compete for resources and food and things like that, and habitat. But they won't eat you, whereas the jaguar cichlids will full on eat you. Real predator. So they are more of a concern, I believe, than the tilapia. And it's from tank tipping. People tipping their fish from their tanks into the water. There's huge problems down in southeast Queensland. Wherever you've got a big abundance of a large population of people is where you have your large abundance populations of your pest fish. You know, there's all sorts of Oscars and other sorts of cichlids being released from fish tanks. Pearl cichlids I've seen. Yeah, not cool. Not cool, guys. Guys, I'm using the 75mm atomic shiner today in the dark colour, in the black. It really silhouettes well in this dirty water. I'm using my 6 to 12 pound Samurai Infinite. I've put a lot of nice jacks, barra and big sooties on this exact rod. It's matched with a 3000 egg beater, 10 pound braid, and I've got 15 or 20 pound leader. I think it's 20 pound leader, which is a bit light. If you were to get a good barra and swallow it, it'd be pretty much see you later. It'd chafe through, but I've been lucky so far. Oh, yep. Another one. Oh, it's a jack. It's a jack. Oh, that's so good. It's a mangrove jack. I didn't expect to catch one of these guys here today. That's a healthy, beautiful little fish. Solid, it's really thick. It's probably good. It's 30 centimeter little nugget, but it is thick as. Beautiful. So our jacks, I forgot to mention, do what your barra do. They like to push up into the fresh water as well, but barra are way more commonly associated with doing that. Jacks will do the same thing. I've caught some stonking jacks up in the fresh waters. then they move back out to the salt. That was awesome. I've never caught a jack here. I do know someone, my nephew Zach, has a real small one, but that is awesome. So good. What a beautiful fish. Mangrove jacks are cool, and they're even sweeter when you catch them up in the fresh. All right, mate, put your back. That's so cool.